Ah, hello, welcome. Um, I don't know why I'm awake, but since I'm not going to stream at all next week, why not one now to give you something to argue with me about in the comment section? Maybe. Did you know? Did you know that you can get like one of these here Howdy Rascal baseball tees? And did you know that like 80% of the net profits are going to mudhut? Those things are true. Welcome. This one's gonna be special. So you're gonna want these savings throws pretty straight away. Welcome. No, don't loop. I didn't really want the loop. Here we can go into space. Maybe. So this is a Saturnday Heresy. I didn't really know if anybody would be awake, so I wasn't sure it was going to be a virtually not alone thing. Hi, Magic. Yes, everybody needs Rascal shirts. I'd really like to get 3 and send them to Kale Zeldin as a means of amends. But like, I also want to be like, dude, give 1 to your healthiest student, 1 to your most intelligent student, and 1 to your most charismatic student. But he probably wouldn't go for that. Okay, let's do the saves, right? Savings throws against this particular mind control. You better get your bonuses. Survival. You can choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart. And if it's over 10, you take half damage from the rest of the episode. And it's gonna be 1. Choose. Survival is a 9. If you like have left a comment since the last stream, that's bonus enough. You'll make it. Socialists, you're fine. You're gonna be fine. This won't affect you. Half. You'll half. That was a 15 for the socialists. Wisdom, folks. Lovers of wisdom. That's an 18. 2 9s. And 1 9 for you hard folks. 1 9. Look. All right. He might choose poorly. So, what is the streamer doing there, Graham? Well, let's see. You uploaded the thing here, so you can see it. It's the flying monkey brains in our image. A Saturnday Heresy. And don't forget, everybody, the opponent process is make an optimal grip dream catcher. Fooey, she say. Well, okay, where are we starting? Well, you did think. I did? Yeah, the banner's big. Oh. Why did you miss? No, not that one. Historical hubris. All right, I guess we should kill the background music now. Maybe just. Don't kill it. All right. So, historical hubris. Before I get into the rest of this presentation, I just want to remind you that once upon a time, we used to think that the Earth was the center of the universe. And they were like, no, wait. The sun is the center of the universe. And then we're like, no, wait. The center of the galaxy. Oh, wait, look at all them galaxies. So we have a history of hubris as humans. And I wanted to make that fresh in your mind for a minute. And then, hey, Upcycle Club. And then Don Juan. Well, let's just go straight to Don Juan. Now, what I'm about to read to you was written by a guy named Carlos Castaneda. And the thing of it is like people who looked into him think it was probably all BS. And but like for all we know, he could have been communicating with things while on peyote or whatever. So let's not just write him off just yet, and just take the concept and let's hold on to it for just hypothetical purposes of the rest of the stream. Okay, so the Don Juan part. You don't forget, there's a Rascal shirt. Here, this stab. I'm just gonna read it. I hope you like the sound. If not, you can read along and read it yourself. I want to appeal to your analytical mind. Think for a moment and tell me how you would explain the contradiction between the intelligence of man, the engineer, and the stupidity of his systems of belief, or the stupidity of his contradictory behavior. Sorcerers believe that the predators have given us our systems of belief, our ideas of good and evil, our social mores. They are the ones who set up our hopes and expectations and dreams of success or failure. They have given us covetousness, greed, and cowardice. It is the predators who make us complacent, routinary, and egomaniacal. In order to keep us obedient and meek and weak, the predators engage themselves in a stupendous maneuver. Stupendous, of course, from the point of view of a fighting strategist. A horrendous maneuver from the point of view of those who suffer us. They gave us their mind. Do you hear me? The predators give us their mind, which becomes our mind. The predator's mind is a baroque, contradictory, morose, filled with the fear of being discovered at any moment. Whoa. No, we're filled with the fear of being, I lost my spot. Filled with the fear of being discovered any minute now. I know that even though you have never suffered hunger, you have food anxiety, which is none other than the anxiety of the predator, who fears that at any moment now its maneuver is going to be uncovered and food is going to be denied. Through the mind, which, after all, is their mind, the predators inject into the lives of human beings whatever is convenient for them, and they ensure, in this manner, a degree of security to act as a buffer against their fear. Sorcerers see infant human beings as strange, luminous balls of energy, covered from the top to the bottom with a glowing coat, something like a plastic cover that is adjusted tightly over their cocoon of energy. That glowing coat of awareness is what the predators consume. And when a human being reaches adulthood, all that is left of that glowing coat of awareness is a narrow fringe that goes from the ground to the top of the toes. That fringe permits mankind to continue living, but only barely. To my knowledge, man is the only species that has the glowing coat of awareness outside that luminous cocoon. Therefore, he became easy prey for an awareness of a different order, such as the heavy awareness of the predator. This narrow fringe of awareness is the epicenter of self-reflection, where man is irredeemably caught. By playing on our self-reflection, which is the only point of awareness left to us, the predators create flares of awareness that they proceed to consume in a ruthless, predatory fashion. They give us inane problems that force those flares of awareness to rise, and in this manner they keep us alive in order to them to be fed. In order for them to be fed with the energetic flare of our pseudo concerns. There's nothing that you and I can do about it. All we can do is discipline ourselves to the point where they will not touch us. How can you ask your fellow men to go through those rigors of discipline? They'll laugh and make fun of you, and the more aggressive ones will beat the crap out of you. And not so much because they don't believe it. Down in the depths of every human being, there is an ancestral, visceral knowledge about the predator's existence. Whenever doubts plague you to a dangerous point, do something pragmatic about it. Turn off the light. Pierce the darkness. Find out what you can see. You saw the fleeting shadows against the trees? That's pretty good. I'd like you to see them inside this room. You're not seeing anything. You're merely catching fleeting images. You have enough energy for that. The sorcerers of ancient Mexico saw the predator. They called it the flyer because it leaps through the air. It is not a pretty sight. It is a big shadow, impenetrably dark, a black shadow that jumps through the air. Then it lands flat on the ground. The sorcerers of ancient Mexico were quite ill at ease with the idea of it when it made its appearance on Earth. They reasoned that man must have been complete being at one point, with stupendous insights, feats of awareness that are mythological legend nowadays. And then everything seems to disappear, and we have now a sedated man. What I'm saying is that what we have against us is not a simple predator. It is very smart and organized. It follows a methodical system to render us useless. Man, the magical being that he is destined to be, is no longer magical. He's an average piece of meat. There are no more dreams for man but the dreams of an animal who is being raised to become a piece of meat. Trite, conventional, imbecilic. This predator, which of course is an inorganic being, is not altogether invisible to us as other inorganic beings are. I think as children we do see it and decide it's so horrific we don't want to think about it. Children, of course, could insist on focusing on the sight, but everybody else around them dissuades us from doing so. The only alternative left for mankind is discipline. Discipline is the only deterrent. But by discipline, I don't mean harsh routines. I don't mean waking up every morning at 5:30 and throwing cold water on yourself until you're blue. Sorcerers understand discipline as the capacity to face with serenity odds that are not included in our expectations. For them, discipline is an art, the art of facing infinity without flinching. Not because they are strong and tough, but because they are filled with awe. All right. Now, of course, that's probably giant bullshit, and there's probably not evil things feeding off us because we're on a farm. But give for a moment the fact that if you look at the life on this planet, we are very special abominations. We are the monkeys that get bored. We are the monkeys that do evil to each other. And we know it's evil when we do it because we've been gifted the knowledge of good and evil, after all. Okay, what's the... All right, then go... What? Oh, yeah, all right. Well, let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, groovy feller. Yeah. Glowing balls of energy. Luminous Organisms is the name of a poem you wrote. Well, go find it, Lunch. Or do you remember it and can write it again? The art of facing infinity without flinching. Flinching! That's a good one. That's a good one. Honing my skills as we squeak. Okay. And then, so the next section of this episode, which is Flying Monkey Brains, will come after this branding. Welcome to Virtually Not Alone. Why does it still say Don Juan? What? God bless it. Okay. But you got to do the other one. Yeah, I know. Here's a loud one, everybody. No, wait, do the Chad one. Remember, Embody.
There is no agency. We want
what's best.
Well, howdy, rascal.
All right, and then how far did the apple fall from the tree? Well, frankly, and I'm not gonna go over the entire thing, but isn't it so that in the story of Genesis, somebody gives us like the technology? I don't remember. Okay, forget that part. How far did the apple fall from the tree? Well, now the saying "how far did the apple fall from the tree" is related to like how much like the parent is the child. Because if the parent is very similar, or the child is very similar to the parent, they say the apple did not fall from the tree. It's a English whatever, but so and before you answer the question, how far did the apple fall from the tree? Allow me to present to you this. This was the best version of this information I was able to find on the YouTubes. Here you go. All right, take that. Well, you want to see those? Chinese scientists have put human brain genes in monkeys, and yes, they may be smarter. Scientists splice human genes into monkey brains and make them bigger. Scientists use monkey brain. And now, welcome. This is the Grim Grizz live stream. Flying monkey brains. Now, so the question, how far did the apple fall from the tree? Is we're genetically engineering monkeys in our image, and how much like that was what our creator did. Now of course that's heretical, and I want to throw the caveat that like it very well could be, and I kind of think it is the case, that if some nefarious intelligent species came to a ripe native planet full of nothing but beautiful life and monkeys and stuff that don't know good and evil, and they did what we just did to those monkeys, that the author of reality might be the kind of fella who would send his kid down and like give us a path out of being food on this farm for. So there, that's I mean, there's not a whole lot. Oh, he's quiet. All right, I can do it again, maybe.
In the comments,
yeah, that would explain why it's quiet.
Websites.
That would explain it. Sorry. We'll just retake that part, and I'll clip out though. Here.
Budding as Asian rhyme.
Redo.
Scientists at the Max Planck Institute of Molecular Cell Biology and Genetics think they've cracked the moment in our evolutionary timeline when our ape descendants became human. The human brain's size is largely what sets it apart from other primates. But would you believe that this difference is primarily accounted for by the presence of one gene? Incredibly, when the scientists at the Max Planck Institute, in conjunction with the Central Institute for Experimental Animals in Japan, introduced the gene ARHGAP11B into a developing monkey fetus, they found that the monkey's brain not only increased in size, but also began to resemble a human brain. In the 2016 study performed by the research group of Wayland Hutner, they observed that a single C to G based substitution resulting from the introduction of this gene caused the loss of 55 nucleotides from the gene's messenger RNA. This also caused a shift in the reading frame, resulting in the human-specific, functionally critical 47 amino acid sequence. Now, this experiment...
So, the additional point I'd like to just throw in there now to see if it gets the channel taken down is they injected this thing apparently via some messenger ribonucleic acid. I haven't heard anything about those. But they injected it into the amniotic fluid, and I can't imagine what would happen if somebody had those things floating around in them and then got pregnant. So anyway, I leave you. I don't. Well, I'll remind you of the historical hubris to say, oh, that random number generator just happened to make that one gene, and we figured out how we've evolved into this majestic, intelligent species. This egocentric The music is so far away from the images. So far away. I was virtually not alone. Wait, no, that's not the one. No, that's over here. Turn that off. It's way up here, bro. Okay.
Do you have anything you want to say in conclusion?
Yeah, there's your Saturnday Heresy. Please tell me how wrong I am and why it's wrong and whatnot in the comment section below, and I'll argue with you all week, but there won't be any streams. And since you guys got the extra special big what happens when we play God to that extent? We're about to find out. It could be that the sun decides it's tired of our bullshit and sends the solar flare that wipes us all out. We'll have to find out. I've heard he's not going to do it with water again. But there you go. And since you had the extra bonus warning savings throws, here's the hypno close. I'll see you all sometime, probably next week. Do it. Remember it.
There is no agency. We want past. Remember it. There is agency. We want past.
Oh, wait. Also, you can still join the Shadow Cabal and get this fancy Lobster Monkey Goose hoodie, as well as the Rascal t-shirt. Focus below. And I'll see you next time.